Namaste Sannyasa family and everyone. A very warm welcome to all of you in this daily live meditation session with me, Dhyanse. We are meditating on 112 meditation techniques of Vigyan, Bhairav, Tantra. In yesterday's session, we entered into this void, into this emptiness of who am I, of using this question that we pose in the language, who am I, and stepping down from this question to this empty space, to this truth of who really we are. In that discourse, I said, language is a lie. And yes, language is a lie. But this created some more questions. In one of the meditators' mind in our community, a question arose. Let me share this with you. This may be also your question. The meditator, after appreciating the experience of the session, about appreciating the approach of the session, says, on the other hand, as a linguist, I admit I am a bit in difficulty in accepting the idea that language is a lie. Language can indeed be used to deceive, but isn't it also a wonderful tool for knowledge? Yes, language is both a lie and also a wonderful tool for knowledge. Language is just like any other tool for knowledge, but it is the knowledge of the surface. It is the knowledge of the periphery. It is not the truth. It can never step down from the periphery to the center, to the truth, to this essence of things. Language is needed because truth cannot be said. Language is needed because that essence, it remains untasted in our life. We are all around it. We are all there around it, but we're never able to jump into the center, into our true being, into our true nature, into the essence of things. Therefore, we need a language. Therefore, we need that substitute. In that sense, language is a lie. Everything else is also a lie. Whatever is on the periphery, in the same sense, language is also a lie. But I understand your difficulty. You say, I am a bit in difficulty in accepting the idea that language is a lie. Why? You say it in your own question. You say, as a linguist, I admit I'm in a bit of a difficulty. The whole session yesterday was about dropping all these identities, all these labels, all these identifications that we have given to ourselves, which are also a lie. I'm a linguist. I'm a businessman. I'm an engineer. All these labels, if you drop these labels, then you come to the truth. The effort of the session, the essence of the session was to drop these labels, and here you pose the question as a linguist. Of course, there will be a difficulty. And see that this difficulty is because you're approaching it as a linguist. And I said language is a lie. It somehow breaks your identification. It interferes in your identification. It penetrates your identification, and you feel the difficulty. You feel disturbed because you are holding on to some identity. You're holding on to you being a linguist, and the Tantra vibration penetrated that. It entered that. It interfered into that, and therefore the difficulty. Had I said that life is a dream, you would not have felt that much offended or interfered or the question or the difficulty, because your identification was not with that. So your question, you say, as a linguist, I admit I am in a bit of a difficulty. See that in these sessions, what I'm saying is not about you being a linguist, you being a scientist, you being a spiritualist. If I would say that science is a lie, then as a scientist, you will be in a difficulty. If I say this whole spirituality is a lie, you will be in difficulty as a spiritualist. So whatever your identification is, be it science, be it spirituality, be it language, be it art, anything, be it your profession, be it your role in your family, in your society, any role, any identification, the Tantra vibration will penetrate that, and the goal is that you step down from that identification to the truth. You come out of this periphery that you're circling around all throughout your life, and you're kind of stuck in that periphery and are never able to dive within. That diving within into your own truth is what is being enabled here in these sessions. So there will be a difficulty for you to leave this periphery, to leave these identifications, even if it is for a moment, even if it is for this space of meditation. If you can, just for a few moments, let go of you being a father, a son, a mother, or any kind of role plays that you're doing, and sit in this session, sit in the vibration of Tantra with no roles, no labels, no identifications. Then only there is a possibility to be at your own center, to be at your own truth, to be in your own being. Another thing that you should see while you're going through these sessions. Now we are somewhere in the 45th session of this journey with Tantra. By now you must have realized that the nature of this Tantra is penetration. It is penetration very deep, taking you into places which is beyond your mind. In these sessions, I will take you deep through these Tantra vibrations into places which are beyond your mind. And you will have to make this choice between the mind and between the vibration of Tantra. If you want to go deep, if you want to go beyond your mind, then you will have to make this space, be receptive for this vibration of Tantra. This vibration of Tantra is something like sexuality. It is misunderstood as sexuality, but it feels like sexuality because it has this penetration. The nature of this vibration of Tantra is penetration. It is something like where if there is a sex happening, where the masculine is penetrating the feminine. Please remember, this has nothing to do with male or female. This has also not to do with masculinity and femininity. Rather, the consciousness penetrating the unconsciousness. Throughout this journey of Tantra, throughout these sessions, throughout the vibration of Tantra, the consciousness is penetrating the unconscious. And that process is difficult if you do not allow it to happen. Therefore, I have been requesting the receptivity. The only way to receive this Tantra vibration is to be receptive, is to be in love, is to be open to it, is to be in a way feminine to this masculinity of this vibration, which is not masculine or feminine, but is consciousness penetrating the unconsciousness. So feel this nature of Tantra vibration and see that enough of this foreplay, enough of allowing only this vibration on the surface and always judging, always being in agreement or disagreement with this vibration. If you leave the Tantra vibration on the surface in agreement or disagreement, you will miss this penetration, you will miss this depth, you will miss the vibration taking you to your true depth to your true nature. So if you want to continue on this Tantra journey, the only way is to be receptive. As the energy rises further, as the foreplay is over, as we move into a deep union where the Tantra vibration, it works in you, it reorganizes your energy, it penetrates your energies, the wisdom of Tantra, the energy of Tantra, the truth of Tantra, as it enters into you and reorganizes your energy and takes you beyond your mind. All that is required is that consent, is that openness, is that receptivity. If that is not there, if you will remain closed, then there will be a difficulty. Then Tantra vibration cannot take you further. This will remain as an entertainment. This will remain as yet another spiritual entertainment going on in the world. And see, throughout this process, this spiritual journey, this Tantra vibration and this penetration, give this some space in your life with one way of going about it, with this one path of Tantra for few days, for few weeks, for few months. In this path, in this going along with the Tantra vibration, do not mix other teachings, do not think of dharma, karma or other teachings that are going to come into contact with this vibration and simply create more and more difficulty. So this Tantra vibration and this path of Tantra is requiring you to commit to this path, at least for a while, at least until you reach to that orgasm, you reach to that tantric depths for which this vibration is designed. Let us listen to what Bhairava has to say for the technique of today. Practice this technique in our silence, in our meditation. Bhairava says, if one contemplates that one's entire body and the world consists of nothing but consciousness, then the mind becomes free from thoughts and the supreme awakening occurs. What is this supreme awakening? This supreme awakening is you being consciousness. But to come to this awakening, to come to this truth in your own experience, you'll have to start with if you allow this contemplation. If one contemplates that one's entire body and the world consists of nothing but consciousness. So you'll have to be receptive and open to this idea that you are consciousness. The entire world is consciousness, and not just separate consciousnesses, but one single consciousness. You and the entire world is one single consciousness. If you can contemplate on this with openness, this is what Bhairava is asking in this technique. If one contemplates that one's entire body and the world consists of nothing but consciousness, then the mind becomes free from thought. So you'll have to start with the assumption, you'll have to start with the visualization until this becomes your experience. How to do this technique? We'll start with one of the nature of consciousness, one of the facets of consciousness which is easier to visualize. That is that consciousness as bright white light. So using this technique, for doing this technique, if we visualize that we are bright white light and the entire world is also the same bright white light, as the nature of consciousness, in coming in tune with the nature of consciousness, if we subject ourselves to this visualization that we are filled with this bright white light, we are nothing but this white light that is radiating outwards in the whole world. The whole world is this bright white light. In that visualization, we move from visualization to a state of consciousness where we start experiencing consciousness. We move away from the visualization, we move away from this physical assumption of the bright white light to the nature of consciousness, which is enlightenment, which is of light, not of this visible light, but of light all over. Let us practice, let us bring this into our own experience, meditate over it in the next minutes in the silence. Please close your eyes and take a posture that is comfortable for you. Giving yourself a few moments for your body to find a restful posture. In which your body is relaxed yet alert. Your mind is relaxed yet alert. And your awareness on yourself in these moments. As your body settles, your breath settles, and your mind settles, visualize, contemplate on your body as bright white light. That you're filled with bright white light. Visualizing your entire body filled with bright white light, radiating outwards into the whole world. your thought, your emotion, all your energies in this visualization that you are bright white light, radiating this light outwards into the whole world. See this light in front of your closed eyes. Feel this light in your body. And the whole world is also filled with bright white light. In your visualization, in your contemplation, everything is bright white light, inside, outside, all around you, in the whole world. Let everything dissolve in the brightness, in the light, in the energy. Let go of all visualization. Simply sit in silence, in awareness, in this oneness. Letting everything dissolve, disappear, merge into the silence. Maintaining this awareness and silence very gently And slowly you may open your eyes. Tasting the sense of oneness, of consciousness, that is not just your consciousness or of the world, but one consciousness that we all share. If you wish to bring this Tantra vibration more deeply in your life, for it to work through your life, to bring that transformation in your life, and not keeping this spiritual effort, this journey only at the surface. If you wish to go deeper, then you're more than welcome to join our community of meditators who are living this vibration as we go along this journey through Tantra and other journeys that we will go on the path of spirituality. If you are having the calling to be a part of community, please write me an email with your introduction, with your interest in the community, and what would you like to give back to the community. Thank you very much. Namaste.